my god, if you could see what I'm seeing right now. That is so beautiful. We may or may not have missed our flight, so be on the plane in no time, heading to Venice. Let's try this again! Alright, we finally touched down in Italy and time to get our bags. Let's get out of here. I want to get to the hotel. I'm so tired. It's been such a long day. So this was a transport train from the airport that took us to a bigger train station for our stopover. First thoughts about Italy. There is so much green. Wow, that is so beautiful. We are so incredibly tired. Checked into the hotel. Just gonna get some street food for dinner. Head back to the hotel. Probably have an early one tonight. No exploring today. Exploring will continue tomorrow. This is our breakfast area for the next few days, which helped out a lot because we only paid an extra $20 when we booked to add breakfast. So the idea is we fill ourselves as much as we can, so then it lasts longer until we need lunch. We've just finished what we're gonna do for today. So we got given this huge map from our hotel about the Venice area. Where are we heading? Oh, the narrowest lane in Venice, so that'd be pretty cool. See if Sean can fit because she's so fat.
Would you like to try chocolate?
Okay. This is apparently the best ice cream that's in Venice, so I'll definitely be coming back to try this. Not right now though, because I'm still a bit full from breakfast. This is the smallest alleyway in all of Venice. Italian pizzas are all the rage. These pizzas here are so thick and bready, it's almost like a focaccia. Of course, we now had to try the so-called best gelato in Venice. I got the cookies flavour and the house signature Suso toffee flavour. my lord. Whoa, that is so good. It's like ice cream light. It's so hot. We're officially home after walking for like ages, and then so basically the map we got from the hotel is ridiculous. It doesn't show the right ways at all. We had to resort to Sean's phone, so we found our way back home that way, but we were going in literal circles. Like, I'm pretty good at directions and I was still getting lost. Oh, just glad to be home. Costs money to go on the toilets here, so I'm not a big supporter of that. I wasn't busting to go anyway, so I was happy to wait. Got some water, went to the toilet. We're so sweaty from being out in the sun, just walking constantly. Oh, I understand why people have siestas here. Alright, it's time for dinner. We have a bruschetta. Went fancy with a bit of red wine, and you know, spilled it on my top. Hopefully it's better with food because it's not the best by itself. So many different cannolis. Cannolis are a very popular treat in Italy, which consists of fried pastry dough stuffed with a sweet, creamy cheese filling apparently. The one that I had tasted more like a sugar, so I'm interested to see if ours was actually a sugar or if it was a cream cheese. And what do you rate cannoli?
I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest.
I was expecting it to be like
Softer?
taco type crunchiness.
This is really hard.
It's like a wafer. Wait, I can break it in half. I'm gonna rate it maybe
Maybe like a 5 out of 10.
5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a 6. I was gonna say 6 before you said 5.
It's just a weird,
Definitely like
weird
a wafer.
texture.
I think the cream definitely like, carries a lot. So something that I find interesting is that in Greece everything's open early and open really, really, really late. Like they close really, really, really late. Whereas in Venice, everything opens late and closes early. So for example, majority of places will be open at like 10 or 11 a.m. and then they'll close at 9 p.m. more or less the latest. Really interesting, different vibe here. So we are here today going to Burano and Murano, which are like the islands that are separated from Venice, part of Venice. They have all the colourful houses and the glass blowing demonstrations and stuff, which we bought tickets to last night. So we'll get to see like a demonstration on how they blow up the glass. This place was truly magnificent. It seems like Disney took a lot of inspiration from this place with their animated films. It's like it's straight out of a movie. And if this is not the most flaky pastry you have seen in your life. The glassmaking here is just jaw-dropping. Some of these sculptures must have taken so long to make. Then we went to Murano, which is the other popular island associated with Venice. Yummy. So this was the really, let's just say, awkward glassblowing presentation that we watched. They just did their own thing the whole time, which is fine, but I don't understand why we had to pay so much money for us to just sit there and be ignored. A few people beside us asked some questions during the presentation, and I'm not too sure if the workers didn't speak English, but they weren't even acknowledged, which was pretty rough. Look, I personally wouldn't recommend it in future. Save your money and go watch it on YouTube for free, like you're doing right now. We arrived back to our room around 3 PM, so we had a nap to recuperate before heading out to do the most iconic thing in Venice.
One step here. Yep. One on the board.
On a side note, the seagulls here are huge.
How cool.
Very cool. Get a taste of everything.
Time for dinner after I got on the ride. I am starving. I'm gonna get a pizza. I'm craving one.
I'm getting pasta.
As we finished off our dinner, last dinner in Venice, we stopped off to get some snacks from the supermarket because we have a long travel day tomorrow. We have all up,
6 hours of train.
I think we'll be leaving 9:40 and more or less getting to La Spezia around 4. While there weren't many kids in Greece, Italy sure made up for it. Everywhere. We just got to the station, it's around 4 PM. Check-in is only after 5 PM, so we're trying to kill an hour. Sean's gonna try find a map for Cinque Terre, so we can kind of figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow. These long days of travel just get so frustrating. Like, by the end of it, I'm sick of sitting down. We're sitting down for so long. But now I gotta walk, about 15-minute walk to the hotel. La Spezia is the closest town to Cinque Terre, if I'm not mistaken, but it's far enough to enjoy solely for what it is. It delivered a more neighborhood vibe, which I definitely needed. And look at that, I mean, the mountains were just the chef's kiss. Just got to the apartment. I forgot to record Venice, so first thing I'm going to do now is show you the accommodation in La Spezia. And this will be our home for the next 3 nights. Off to have a shower to kind of like detox from all the sweat and running around we've had today. We're doing a home cooked meal. We're just gonna have pasta, bought some chicken and some pesto sauce. So a bit of a budget meal. Tomorrow we're doing a pasta class, so we don't want to spend too much money today on dinner, eating out and stuff like that, because that was quite a lot of money as well. Damn, look at that slop. So as we're having breakfast, it decided to rain, and today and tomorrow were going to be our designated days to go on the Cinque Terre trek. So not sure if because potentially the water, the rain can close the trails because it will get too muddy or too slippery and just be really dangerous. So we'll see how we go. It's going to be a big spanner in the works about what we're going to do today and tomorrow, especially tomorrow, because we want to commit to spending the whole day, more or less, in Cinque Terre. Today we do have a cooking class, so we still have some plans. They'll be indoors as well, but we'll see how we go for the rest of the day and tomorrow. Unfortunately, as soon as we got back to the room, it only started raining more and eventually became heavier. Man, what a miserable day. Oh my God. Do not rely on Google Maps to get you around here. It has completely messed us over. We're 20 minutes late and we're drenched. We eventually made it to our pasta class, where the host gave us a spare change of clothes since we were soaked. So now that we were ready to go, the cooking class begins.
Okay. Compact is ready. You mix it.
Oh wow, it's so soft. The dough is so soft.
Soft, yes, it's soft. Many attention because it's bravo. Light.
Huh?
Very leggero, molto leggero.
I feel like my first initial attempt was great, and then the longer I went, the worse I got. So I eventually had to let the pro fix up my mess.
Yes, please. Così? Ready? Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not freaking me out.
Now this was the hardest part. We had to roll the gnocchi through a fork to create the dip on one side and carvings on the other.
Look me. Allora. You press, not strong, and you turn.
Press and roll.
I can usually pick up things pretty fast, but sorry Daniela, I'm gonna need a few more hours practice.
Is it? No, I wouldn't touch it. Maybe.
Yes, it is. I have it.
Beautiful technique.
Beautiful. I think we're nailing it. Look at that.
That's probably my best one.
Thank you.
It's okay.
I have made the tagliatelle. After, if you want, I can put for you. Okay. You can.
Grazie.
Yeah. Do you want to taste? Yeah. A little.
It's homemade. Is it good?
That was absolutely incredible, so accommodating. That was one of the best things. I'm so glad that we did it.
100% recommend if you ever go to Italy or
La
to
Spezia, indeed.
just any place. Go to someone's house and
Try to do something like this, yeah. Basically,
authentic,
wherever you go.
traditional.
I think the fact that it was Italian food made it almost a bit better.
So good. Best gnocchi I've ever had.
The best ravioli I've had.
Oh wow, yeah.
We had vegetarian ravioli, had ricotta cheese in it, spinach. Oh, it was just, words can't speak how good it was. We made tiramisu from scratch as well.
Which was so
That was,
tasty.
I don't have tiramisu
Yeah,
often.
neither have I, but I'll be having it from now.
Delicious, delicious.
And she sent us all the recipes, which was cool. So
Yeah.
if we wanted to make them.
And then at the end, she's like, "Oh yeah, like I've been in the newspaper." And
No,
then
a magazine.
a magazine, and shows us the magazine, and it's like, her name's Daniela. What did it say? It was like Danielle, like she was.
Oh, best for Kasha.
Yeah, best for Kasha. She had a segment on her, and she was like, "Oh yeah," she was so humble about it,
So
and she was like, "Oh yeah, like I have a program on the TV as well," and we're all like, "What the?" And then she has like the DVD of like a season or a series, just like of her cooking. But yeah, we got there late, as you guys saw before. So like
accommodating.
understanding.
She gave us t-shirts because ours were wet. She just handed us t-shirts to change into. It was
Yeah,
best experience. 100% recommend it.
yeah, and the weather's cleared up. So
Fingers crossed.
I don't know if we're gonna go to Cinque Terre today. Hopefully it stays like this. At least tomorrow we can experience it a bit more. So here in McDonald's, La Spezia, Italy, they have a
pistachio flavored McFlurry. Smells funky.
We went back to our room to get ready for our first Cinque Terre town, Rio Maggiore. I hope I pronounced that right.
We have a 7-minute train ride until we reach Rio Maggiore, and then we'll start our Cinque Terre experience, finally. It's been delayed too long now.
Don't worry guys, this is only part 1 of my 2-part series for Italy, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when the next video comes out, because you won't want to miss it. This is where the real adventuring begins.